My dearest friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Kaija Signe from Heart to Heart, and I come back today with a video about the ego and my revelations. I'm in the midst of a big struggle between my ego and my heart. So just to come back, I decided once more to make the video outside. You see, it's windy, so I hope the sound is as well as possible. I know the wind will make distractions, but I decided to make it anyway here. I hope you will hear everything well. So, the ego. I have channeled a lot about being in the heart, listening to the ego. Let it play, let it speak, but don't follow the advices of the ego. And now I'm really in the midst of a big fight with myself, in myself, knowing that following my heart would give me peace and freedom, would be my next step, would be a big step. And for the moment, it feels if I can't. What is for sure what my ego is saying. So I will start with a little story where I realized really how my ego is working before I come back to this big struggle I'm in, and I decided to make this video in the midst, and not when I have gone through, when I had the revelation, because this is really working on me. But the little story. So I am back in France. I had to buy myself a car. And I'm not rich, I don't have much money, I have enough for the moment for everything I need. So I'm not at all an expert of cars. And I had this vision that I will have a red car. I saw standing red car, a little one, in front of my house here. And I was searching on the internet, and finally I found this car I have now on the marketplace on Facebook. And a friend of mine was giving me her car to go there to visit it, and I was driving it. I had a really good feeling. The seller was so honest, and he showed me every little detail. It's not really working, and he showed me the engine, and I was standing there. I was saying, yes, it's a beautiful engine. I have no clue. All what I could do was follow my intuition, my feeling, if this is the car I have to buy, if it's a good car or not. He showed me also a lot of recipes of works he had done, and the important things were done, and it has 4 new my English these things cars will work with so well. Everything was fine. It is red and it has a lot of scratches. So, and as I know myself, I don't say I will say yes or no immediately. I say I will call you in the evening. I will take my time. And then I drove home, and while I was driving home, my ego coming in, but I haven't noticed that it was my ego telling me, yes, Kaija, but all these scratches, and you deserve a beautiful car without scratches, and you love the beauty, and you love the beautiful things. And all this is true. I love beautiful things, and the scratches were something I really saw. I was so, why have this car so much scratches? So, and I listened to my ego, and I called the man who was selling the car in the evening. He said, no, I'm sorry, I will not take this car because it has too many scratches. And then I talked with a beloved soul brother, and we talked about, and he was just laughing, and he was so, but what was your feeling, Kaija? What was your feeling with this car? And I said, it was good, it was perfect, it is my car. And in this moment I realized how tricky my ego is. How tricky that it uses the right words to bring me away from just this feeling. And it was stepping in because I had fear, for sure. I never had bought a car by myself, alone. I have no clue of cars. So what I often channel when I make my moon readings that the ego wants to protect us. And in a way, my ego wanted me to protect us, to make an error. And if I hadn't bought this car, well, the next morning I called and I said, sorry, I'm confused, I make a mistake, I want to buy this car. I bought it, and I'm so happy with this car. I'm so in love with this car, and finally, it is like my heart. It is red, it has some scratches, it has some injuries. It's well working and it makes me so happy. And it was the perfect car. It was this car I saw. Well, a little episode about the car. And now come back to the big struggle I'm in at the moment. Everybody follow me knows that I separated last year, half year ago. I was in a really complicated relationship. I felt for a long time that I didn't want to live this relationship as it was. And my ex-partner was not willing to make steps in another direction. And finally it ended when I decided to move out. 3 days later he started a new relationship. It was really painful, really painful. And I took the house next door to him. So I'm now his neighbor. His new wife moved in and they married 2 days ago. And I went crazy. I haven't slept nearly for 1 week. I was so in pain hearing that they married. Before I get to know that, I saw them together, and even when it's still painful to see him, to realize that I still love him and he's not the man I live with, when I see them both together, I have I see so clear what he wants to live, what they live, what kind of relationship, and that is so not at all what I wanted to live. I see so clear as well that he's living with her what he wanted me to live with him, and it's not at all a relationship based on love. It's just dependency, and as I see it. And I don't see two partners being happy together, equal. I don't see what I wish to live, not at all. So then I get to know that they marry. I was getting in peace with the situation. Then I get to know that they will marry, and nothing changed. In my recent reality, sitting here in the sun, I really live in paradise. I can't describe it otherwise. In nature, I have my house, I have my car now, I have my garden. The cat is running around here, and the sun is shining. I'm in a warm country. I'm in the south of France. I have here everything to be happy. And in my physical reality, nothing has changed if they are married or not. I'm not any longer with him. He's not with me. We split up. I know that on a soul level, what he has done, it's the best he could do for me. That I can step out, that I can go away, that I can live my life and go on. On a soul level, I know this. When I just go into my heart, there's no problem. I can love him, I can let him do what he's doing, I can let him live. And then my ego, my mind is really going crazy since 1 week. Yeah, 1 week. 2 days ago they married, and I just went crazy before. And I realized how I create a lot of stress, a lot of pain by myself, being in my mind and not in my physical reality, not where I am, because I'm not any longer where I am. I just play all these scenarios. I just go in victimhood. I shout, I cry. How can you do that? How is it possible? You told me you never wanted to marry, and now half a year after we split up, you're married. And all these things, my mind is going crazy. The cat is coming in. And it's me. It's me that make myself unhappy. It's me that make myself struggling. That it's me that creates a lot of pain. and I feel such a fight on a physical, like really like there's a fight in my body. I have pain all over since a week. I was really relaxed before that. And I'm not alone with this. I really have a lot of support and help and talking about this subject, that it's just about letting him go. Really let him go. In the end, when I go one step deeper, it's even not let him go, it's let me go. It's about me, it's not about him, because he already has started a new life, obviously without me. So, and what I avoid is start my life, obviously without him, but what's more important, with me in my life. This is what I avoid. And there's a big fear. There's a big fear in me. I feel it. I'm really scared to finally take the responsibility really for myself, to do my steps, to step in my power, and to be alone. What this means to be alone. And on another level, I have no clue. On one hand, I'm not alone. I'm so supported. I have so much friends. There's so many lovely people here in France as well who give me their car to buy a car, who call me, who visit me, who I dance with them. There's so much beauty in my life. And what I decided by following my ego, that I'm not here, that I'm in my head, playing a lot of scenarios, tuning in him, observing him, and waiting for him. For what? Waiting for what? Yes, my ego wants him to apologize. My ego wants him to say I made a mistake. He made a mistake. And what does it change for me in my situations if he's doing that? And I know even when he would come back, after all what happened, after all what I see now, what he wants to live, he is not the man I will go on with. And this is so crazy. I don't have a solution. I was working with a beloved soul brother who was just telling me, I hold you, everything is fine, let him go. And there was such a struggle in me and such a no, never ever will I let him go. I can't. What my ego was telling me, and I felt so confused and I couldn't think in that moment. I was getting blank. And I'm still there. I have a knowing that I will do this step one day. I have a deep longing to have this freedom again and this peace, because I'm not in peace. I fight against myself really hard at the moment. And I listen to my ego at the moment. I follow it. I would like to say, yeah, yeah, I see it, I observe it, but I don't listen. And it's not that. It is really strong. And seeing this part of the protecting ego, I see that my ego wants to protect me to go to a place I never was. Because for my ego it's dangerous. And it will lose its power. And I think there's a part also that it's dangerous because there's no reference in my system how it will look there. There's a glimpse, there's a feeling that it will be a place of peace. But I don't know. And my ego doesn't like things that it doesn't know. My ego likes to know, to control, to plan, to control, to have everything under control. And so I go through my days. I sleep not good. I'm a lot of time in my mind. I'm a lot more with him than with myself. And for the moment I make this video about, I acknowledge this, I can just say it is like it is. My ego telling me, yeah, you can't let him go. It's not possible. and so powerful. Well, so this is what I wanted to share. I did this video in my head several times before I did it, really. Oh, the cat is here. She's so lovely, one of my angels. And now I give it out. I will stay in contact how this will finish, how this will go on. And for everybody out there in a struggle like that, you know, you're not the only one. And on a bigger picture, I see that what is going on worldwide is a bit the same thing. This struggle, this fight between the ego structures, the ego and mind-built structures, and the heart led, following the heart, following our intuition, our souls. This is so fighting. Oh, it's interesting when I tune in what light workers do, what people do, how following their heart. There's not a fight. There's just this knowing to give out the light, to give out the love. That the ego structures, there's a fight. It's interesting. When I tune in what's going on worldwide, I can't say that there's a fight going on, even when it seems like this. All what's ego-based, all what's control and all structure-based, there's a fight in it that it doesn't want to break down, it doesn't want to fall away. It's even not the fight against the heart, because the heart isn't fighting. When I come back to myself, my heart isn't fighting. My heart is there and say, okay, you decide to follow your ego at the moment, then do that. My heart is even loving myself when I'm in this fight. It's not a problem for my heart. And it's beautiful. Well, it's touching me when I tell you this. So I will let you know how this goes out, what will be the outcome. In a way, I know I will do this step. I'm in preparation, and I know I could make it easier for myself. And obviously, I'm not willing at the moment to make it easier. Even that is something I'm not so used to make it easy for myself. I'm looking forward to the next new moon, next Sunday. I already channeled, because there's so much sweet mother energy and more melting and feeling energy coming in there than this fighting we had with Sagittarius, or powerful. You're not fighting with this fire energy. We will see. Well, for everybody struggling like me at the moment, I feel with you. I'm in this, and you're not alone, and I send you all my love. I hope you can love yourself with everything's going on in yourself. You can embrace even the fight taking place in yourself. I hope you can see the bigger picture. You can see that's never about the other person. It's always about yourself, or the other person, or the situation. It's just a mirror outside for what's going on in yourself. And yeah, I wish you the best. I send you love and give you a big hug. Bye.